Here we go. So, I'm back on my rebuild of strength. So we've got this, I think it's a 4 session Makuri Madness. Mek Al Mayhem, as you can see on the top right. Do you know, it looks my kind of course, this. So you, from the last video, I'm a little bit behind. I'm probably 25 watts down as I've had a bit of a 2 week break because of my 50th birthday. So I've been enjoying myself. So anyway, back to the fitness now. So I had a little ride end of last week, and I'm just going to try and turn my legs to this. First ZRS race bike, 450 to 570 category. As you can see, 21 riders. It's Makuri Islands, Makuri Madness, and I want to try and compete here. I do like the little undulations, the bumps, the little power presses, and not a long 5 minute climb. Definitely not up for that. Weather in the UK is an absolute joke at the moment. It's just week after week, and I love it, but it's bloody hot for cycling indoors, and I'll keep banging on about this until it cools down. I have a fantastic fan, but it's just turning. I need an air conditioner in there, in that shed, because it's just turning and folding the warm air. It gets the sweat away, which I guess is a good cooling mechanism, but it's not like having cold air blasted on a cycle ride outdoors. So there we go. Anyway, enough moaning, let's get back on. As you can see, 21 riders. We're just approaching half a mile here. Still on the lead-in. Beautiful little ride on gravel. I don't think there's any cobbles, but bridges, on the beach, and then a bit of road riding. It's 12.5 miles, just looking at the numbers, and I think it's nice and light. I think it might be less than 350 feet. So I'd something, sound like I'm moaning again, but I had a little issue with my bike. It doesn't seem to be quite calibrated right, and consequently, I mean, 14th gear, this is perhaps a result of me being 25 watts down as an estimate, and therefore putting it into 15th is feeling like a bit more effort, and I just can't do it. So I don't know. I mean, looking at the numbers there, actually averaging 214, so it's a bit of an easier start. You can see I'm in 14, so my cadence is above 90, which it's usually about 85. So I'm having to force it, but I think that, I talked about this in the last race, you lose muscle mass as you get, well, obviously over 35, I guess, 30, but certainly when you're over 50, as I am, it doesn't take long to start losing the power, because literally your muscles are reduced very quickly. So it's kind of not fair, but that's what it is. So no more 2 week gaps. Having said that, I've got a holiday coming up. That's going to destroy all my plans. So anyway, right in the pack here. Nothing going on here. I suspect someone might have a go at trying to attack perhaps on the bump, which looks to be about 30% into this ride, perhaps 35. Let's see. Someone's just pushing there. It's not a complete slow pack here. I'm going to do 250. Someone's just decided to start pulling along. You can see there's plenty of power-ups. Weirdly, one right at the end. I'm not sure about that. I'm guessing that fourth one is going to be a feather with a view to that little climb we've got to do. But anyway, still nice and chilled-ish. You can see from the bottom of the screen, the graph, you know, I'm hardly in the red there. It's mainly green and blue with a little sprinkle of yellow and orange. Just sat comfortably here. I think the full group of 21 is still in this, and why wouldn't they? Because it's not exactly gone out guns blazing. But I'm happy with this. I need to slowly, gradually build up That's what it's going to be about over the next 3 or 4 weeks, and get back into that 510, 650 category. Nicely drafted here. Someone's coming through there. I don't think anyone's going off that front. The little bump coming up now. Not done any pre-research on any of the other riders, so... Oh, there you go. There you go. Who's that? Kint, the Belgian rider. Is that right? No. Is it the Australian? Nietzsche? It looks to be right. 2 seconds ahead. You got nil bad chasing there. Okay. So done an attack. So I've got to follow. The group are all completely split. I should be using my feather there. Don't know why I haven't used it. Do you know, I think I tried to press it at the time. I started looking down thinking it had activated, but obviously not. So I pressed it now. A bit late, but it's enabled me to completely stretch the group there. You've got Nietzsche still 3 seconds ahead up the road. So you've got the Spaniard, just going to rein him in there. And Kint, the Belgian rider, and myself. This should bring everyone back together just on this descent. Perhaps that's an indication of things ahead there. We've dropped perhaps 2 or 3 riders because there's a group here, perhaps more there. I want to say there's a group of about 10 here, and they're still pushing it. The German there, pulling everyone forward. So I think it is going to be some got back into the back of that group there. Let's fast forward it. We'll get to the bottom of this next peak, which is the interesting bit. Everybody's going to go. Is somebody going to go off again? Is it going to be the same rider that's attacking? So we're just approaching this. You can see it's not massive, but it's perhaps something you can't stand up. Someone's going off there. You see the rider in the black jersey. Everyone's used the power up and I've not used it yet. Don't tell me I made this mistake twice out of 2. It's a terrible effort. I'm looking there. I think this was the time I thought I'd pressed it. You can see they're getting away from me. There, I pressed it. See? Everyone's using the power up. This has split the group. I'm probably halfway. But I need to get back. There's a yellow bit. I've been stood up there, putting it in well over 430 watts there. It's putting 6.5 kilos in for a little while there. The group has just... Yeah, I'm going to get into the back of these. I just need to keep concentrating here, especially on the descent. If they go off, I'm not in the back and I could still be dropped here, just whacking into 15th. I need to go into 16th there. Put 400 watts in. Because I'm not in the group there and I'm not catching. Need to do this again. This is a real struggle and I'm in a bit of a vulnerable position here. Rider's being dropped behind me. Whacked up to 16th gear, you can see there, 433 watts. Need to get into the back of that pack. 8 miles to go, 4.5 gone, 12 minutes elapsed. Still not there. 280 odd watts, I'm still pushing. It looks like they've just slowed up. Here we go. So right, back in the pack. Blimey, they were dangerous there. They outdid me. They outfoxed me. I basically need to keep going until the 75th percent mark, to the repeat of that almost. And I need to hold on for dear life and get up that hill quicker than I've just done. But I was certainly putting it in there. 440 watts, 6.5. To be fair, on average, it probably wasn't that. That was the peak, if I'm being absolutely honest with myself. But the bottom line is, so I'm still in this. What have we got in this group? I'm going to say there's 10 riders here. Right in the mix, which is good. I've survived. There's no way it's getting dropped on that first climb, blimey. That would have been an embarrassment. 4 6. So we'll just fast forward it now. It's much of a muchness. Nobody's gone off the front. People had a little go, pull, but there's a group of 11, perhaps 12 riders there. Nobody's going to get off. There, someone's gone again. There you go, reined in. Cheeky. So we're going to come up, we're down to roughly just over 4 miles. There's a little bit of a bump. I'm still in contention, which is good. Average 241, that's pretty low, I've got to say. I mean, that reflects the course, let's be honest. There's an awful lot of flat sections. Punchy little climbs, so you're not going to really bring your average back there. It's not sustained for long enough. I went through the front through momentum there. I wasn't trying anything cheeky or cocky. Fortunately, I've got the Ghost power up, which is Goodner ornament there. I really needed the feather. How many riders have we got there? So I'm in 13th, so I'm in 16th. So I think 16 in that front group. Interesting. Out of the 21. So I thought there was less in that front group, but everyone seems to have survived. Fair play, competitive racing there. 16 out of 21 riders, well into the 75th percentile. Gone over through the front there. I'm just keeping concentrating, you see. As the Japanese rider, Madokoro, certainly 6.2 watts a kilo. D. Ruley, Australian, putting out 5-ish. I can't let this. No, you can see the American there, Daneman. I think you got is it My King, the Norwegian? So I think we're all chasing. Look, 280, 300 watts there. Japanese rider. Again, a bit of a cheeky effort, perhaps indicating that I think the thing there was perhaps to tire everyone out, get to the base, and then he'd attack. She would attack. Anyway, drawn right back in. Competitive racing. This pack is very, very equal, it seems. And today, everybody's not fancying getting dropped. You can see how bunched that pack is. Everyone's on it today. And everybody's thinking the same thing. Get over that next peak in the front and you're going to be fine. Get dropped, and this is my worry, because I've seen the power of that first indicator on the first attempt, and perhaps everyone wasn't putting in full there. I don't know. We're going to see, aren't we? Average is creeping up. 440 calories. Under 3 miles to go. Under 5k. And we're about 24.5 minutes completed. Is it going to step up now? Well, it certainly will on this climb. And I suspect... And it's the problem. I've got the Ghost on the climb. I mean, it's pointless. You can see the climb there. There's this little indicator. Just stretch the legs there. I didn't need to do that. I just wanted to stretch because my hamstrings were hurting. Just going to have a little dip here. I need to concentrate. Then I need to sit down to probably about 3/4 if I can. But I can't sit down, remember, and do 370 watts. I haven't got the power. Japanese rider off the front there. Very, very keen. There's 4 or 5 riders chasing down. So look, 360, 350, 370. It's good so far, but there's a little bit of a gap. You can see they're pulling away. I've not got the feather. Everyone else seems to have the feather. I think I didn't use the feather, and therefore I went through the banner and got the Ghost. Bloody disaster. Anyway, I'm just trying to concentrate. I'm doing what I can. I'm not doing much. Look, this is where I'm struggling. 20 watts down. I'm standing up, only doing 370 watts. Looks like Oriam, the Spaniard, there, dropped. It's simple. I'm off the back. Trying to catch up. There's no chance now, not on the descent. That pack is absolutely blown apart. Look at it. There's one, I think that's going to be the Japanese rider. Got the Canadian, another Japanese rider there going strong, Tappy. There's 4 groups, and then me. So, as always, I'm not going to give up. I've got Nietzsche, the Australian, 12 seconds behind. That's easily obtainable. Can easily catch me with 2.5 to go. So I'm just going to put my head down. I'm not going to catch the others. As you can see, they're doing... No, you've got 13 seconds group, and then you've 3 20 seconds ahead. In fact, they've all caught together. They're all grouped. Fantastic. That's brilliant from... So they all ended up in a group, basically. Look, 37, 36. Can't see them on the map. They've probably just finished, I guess. No, you can see them sprinting now. You can see the orange. Someone's doing 11.5 watts a kilo. Fair play. I'm just using the ghost thing. I'm not going to get caught by Nietzsche. I did put a little bit of an effort in there when I fast forwarded, so the rider wouldn't catch me. Bit of pride. I'm going to finish 15th out of 21. That's a guaranteed reduction in ZRS. Not great, but as I said, I'm on a road to recovery here. I reckon I'm 25, 30 watts down perhaps from where I was 2 or 3 months ago, and it's really showing. You know, if I'd done 20, 25 watts on that climb, I wouldn't have been dropped, there's no doubt. And if I had the extra energy in my legs, mindset, it all counts. You just get dropped. On to the next one. I will be seeing you very, very shortly. Just come through the banner there. Thank you for watching. I'll be back stronger soon.